Good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. This is Kip from America Bumper to Bumper, and today we're back for another How Well Did It Hold Up from Dan Kearney's used auto sales. This car we're looking at is a 2005 Toyota Highlander. Let's have some fun with it and learn more about it. Right, in 2005, when this was new, this would be the mid-size SUV in Toyota's lineup. Smallest being the RAV4, biggest being the Sequoia. The Highlander, you get in either front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. This is, I believe, an all-wheel drive. I'm 95% sure it's all-wheel drive because this is Vermont. So some of the features with this one is V6 engine, as I said, four-wheel drive because that's what Toyota called this particular one. They did go to an all-wheel drive, which is kind of semantics in a lot of cases. This is also a three-row seating, which we'll show you in just a little bit. Nice tinted windows, nice alloys, and really good tires to get you through the snow and ice of Vermont. So it is an automatic as well. As I said before, this does have a V6 engine. This is Toyota's 3.3 VVTi, which is variable valve, so it gives you the little bit better mileage than those without the VVTi. This car does have 185,000 miles, but looking at the body and the engine bay, you would never be able to tell. This does have 230 horsepower, 242 foot-pounds of torque, and an EPA estimate of 16 miles per gallon city and 22 highway. Alright, let's go around to the back and we'll see what it looks like with the seats up and the seats down. As it is an SUV, you've got a ton of cargo space, and with this one, as I said, three-row seating. Seat belts, seats, big.
I feel like it's a hazard.
Yeah, but simple pull of that. Push this around, and you've got great cargo space if you don't need the extras. Another really nice feature if you've got kids in car seats, here are your anchors for car seats. You've got 3 across here, which is a really nice safety feature. You've got a 12-volt outlet right here. This does have, you've got heater controls for the very far back of this, which is very interesting. Generally, a lot of cars, those would be in the second row. Let's take a look at the second row. As you see, very nice interior that matches the exterior with the tan. A fabric that you probably don't want if you have dogs, or at least if you do, you might want to cover it. Some nice features about the interior here. It's 40-60 split. And as quickly as you pull a lever, the quickly it comes down, and with the back seat down, ton more space. Now, as you can see, seats do have a little, discoloration, but it's a 180,000 mile vehicle, so you do have to make some trade-offs. As far as comfort, very nice and spacious. Another nice feature is center armrest and cup holders.
Ooh.
And let's see, does this come up? Nope, but you do have very comfortable armrest if you don't need the space for the extra passenger. You also have, on each door, you have a couple more holders, which I find it funny. Hold bottles only, not for cups. Just in case you needed to be reminded of that. Some of the interior features of the 2005 Toyota Highlander. We'll start here at the steering wheel. Tilt. Does it extend? Nope, but it is a tilt wheel. We got your headlights and fog lights over here. Here is all of your windshield wiper functions. Now, this is the one thing I don't particularly like about Toyota, is the placement of their cruise control functions. It is easy to get at, but if you're not used to them, they're kind of odd. Here's on and off, set down, reset up, and pull the stock towards you to get it to stop. Power windows, power door locks, has cut off master switch for Windows, so all the controls will just be here. Let me borrow that for a second, Grayson. Over here we have your mirrors, and this is for the rear heater. So you push that on or off, and then the rear heat goes on. Instrument cluster. We've got tachometer. You've got your speedometer with, oh, I was a little off on the mileage on that, 186,826. We'll see, this will be a very interesting thing to see how well this has held up over the past 13, almost 14 years.
Wow.
Wow, 2019, baby. Here we have a little digital clock, all of your heater functions, and stereo with cassette and CD.
Ooh.
For anybody that doesn't know what a cassette is, ask your parents. This one does not have, any auxiliary features, but if you look hard enough, you can find a tape that'll go in here, and you'll plug into your phone so you can listen to your music, that way.
Yeah, we have one in Zelda.
Yep. An actual cigarette lighter, which again is kind of a novel thing for a 2005 vehicle. We've got your ashtray, cup holders, and a nice deep storage bin. And I do have to say, I really dig how they open. This is very nice to also have armrests. Not sure what the transmission is. I know it's an automatic, but I'm not sure how many speed. I will put that in right here. We also have sunglass holder, and this is whether your interior lights come on with the door or not. And as we've done with other the Subaru, I love these little extensions. And you've got a little mirror. Well, there is one more power source, and it is hidden right down here.
Where? Way down there?
Way down here. Way down. Wow, way down there. Let's go take it for a drive. Alright, here we are off in the Highlander. Shifts very cleanly, no jerkiness. Ride, I think it's very comfortable.
Yeah.
Steering is true, very nice. I think that's going to be another one of my catchphrases, very nice. I seem to say that a lot in these videos. Alright, for a midsize SUV, the steering dynamics of this car is quite amazing. It's very, very light on the the turns, but gives you some good feedback when you're driving. This is a unibody SUV. It's not a body on frame. That would be the 4Runner, which I forgot to mention earlier. Definitely more of a car-like ride. We went over some railroad tracks, and you barely feel it.
I almost want to say this ride's smoother than the other one.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Toyota, they are known for being really comfortable, very well engineered, very reliable. As far as features, nice features like the Subaru, it doesn't have the hill assist, but you don't really need that really, unless you've got that manual shift. Like before, unfortunately, we can't use the radio because of the copyright issues, but we did have it on earlier before we started the videos. It does work, very, well. Not sure the functions of the CD or tape player, but again, it's a Toyota unit and it should hold up just fine. Yeah, I mean, this is just really a pleasure to drive. I am, can say I'm a little tainted on the Toyota thing because a company that I worked for, that we had a RAV4. Granted, this is a whole lot bigger, but Toyotas are, especially this era, are some of the best cars that you can buy at any mileage. There are no noises in the front end. There's no noises, odd noises from the engine. There's nothing to complain about. I'm gonna guess that this was very well taken care of. I don't hear any sort of things that would make me worry. Transmission shifts fine. Engine sounds really good. One minor thing that I've kind of always had issues with, especially with that RAV4 that the company had. Of course, that's not as bad as the RAV4. That wouldn't stay even there. So, one minor little thing. Thing is with Toyota, they're just well made, especially this era, the 2000s, early 2000s stuff. Just very well made, very well, I guess crafted is the same thing as made. So even with 186,000 miles, yep, she's a winner. Final thoughts on this 2005 Toyota Highlander. This car, like the Subaru we did the other day, is available for sale at Dan Kearney's Used Cars Center, Rutland, Vermont. This is actually on special. Price on the door sticker slashed out was $69.95. This one, $59.95, and even with 186,000 miles, I think it is well worth it. If you are looking for a good, reliable family 3-row SUV, all-wheel drive, or 4-wheel drive, sorry, I really don't think you can go wrong with this beauty. And that's where we're going to end it. So have a day. Hopefully it's a good one.